Ever wondered why a cup of coffee spills over when a car suddenly stops? Or why you tend to lean forward when the bus you're on abruptly halts? The answer lies in a fascinating concept: inertia. But what is inertia, and how does it relate to Newton's first law of motion? Let's delve into the world of physics to unravel this mystery. Inertia, in the simplest terms, is the resistance of any physical object to any change in its state of motion. This includes changes to the object's speed, direction, or state of rest. Consider an example. Imagine an open book lying on a table. It will continue to stay there until you apply a force to move it. This is because the book resists changing its state of rest, which is a characteristic of inertia. Now let's take this a step further. Picture yourself in a moving car. If the car suddenly stops, why do you jerk forward? This happens because your body, in motion while the car was moving, wants to continue moving due to inertia. This brings us to Newton's first law. Sir Isaac Newton, a renowned physicist, encapsulated the concept of inertia into his first law of motion. According to this law, an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. This law explains why a soccer ball doesn't move until a player kicks it. The ball remains at rest due to inertia until the kick provides an unbalanced force, causing it to move. Similarly, if you've ever watched astronauts floating in space, they can move objects much heavier than they could on Earth. This is possible because there's no friction in space to stop the object's motion, demonstrating Newton's first law. To wrap up, the concept of inertia and Newton's first law explain why objects resist changes in their motion. They tell us that an object at rest will stay at rest, and an object in motion will stay in motion unless an external force acts upon it. From a coffee cup in a moving car, to a soccer ball on a field, from a book on a table to objects floating in space, inertia and Newton's first law are at work everywhere, shaping our daily experiences. These principles of physics not only explain our physical world, but also stimulate our curiosity, leading us to explore further. So the next time you see a coffee spill or feel the jerk in a stopping bus, remember, it's inertia and Newton's first law in action.